Hollywood once stood as a shining symbol of glamour, creativity, and storytelling. But today, the world is unraveling. Beneath the surface of diversity initiatives and cutting-edge technology, something darker is at play. Hollywood's woke nightmare is not just here, it's getting worse. What was meant to be progress has now become a crisis of credibility and authenticity. As technology merges with storytelling and the industry tries to redefine itself, the question remains, can Hollywood reclaim its true voice, or is it doomed to be an empty shell of its former glory? In recent years, Hollywood has paraded its commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. From high-profile award shows to marketing campaigns, the message is clear. The industry is embracing change, but a closer look reveals a troubling truth. These efforts often amount to little more than a well-polished PR stunt. Despite its grandiose declarations, the industry continues to fall short in creating lasting, meaningful change. Take Emilia Perez. Despite glowing reviews and multiple award nominations, it has been called out for perpetuating harmful stereotypes of the Latino community and transgender people. It's the same old story. Films that superficially address important issues without challenging the underlying power structures that fuel them. The diversity pushes seem more about optics than real representation. If we trace Hollywood's history, we can see the patterns of tokenism and selective diversity repeating themselves. Despite decades of advocacy and racial equality, the industry has consistently failed to break free from its institutional biases. Yes, diversity has increased, but is it truly transformative or just another strategy to maintain the status quo? The backlash against Hollywood's DEI programs is palpable. Despite bold promises made after the racial reckoning of 2020, major layoffs of DEI leaders have shaken the foundations of these initiatives. The industry's internal contradictions, where political motivations often clash with creative ones, have led to growing disillusionment. DEI programs have become less about true inclusivity and more about appeasing audiences. With rising political tensions, especially in the wake of the re-election of Donald Trump, Hollywood's DEI initiatives have become a political football. The fear of conservative backlash looms large. As the industry struggles to balance progressive messages with financial interest, it's clear that the momentum behind these efforts is slowing, if not reversing altogether. What was once a bold, industry-wide commitment to change has now been reduced to fragmented, half-hearted attempts. Hollywood executives are being forced to answer tough questions about the effectiveness of their DEI policies, which are often seen as token gestures. The truth is, the industry is trying to do too much at once and not enough in the right areas. Then there's the AI controversy, a new front in Hollywood's identity crisis. AI technology has begun to take a central role in film production, especially with the rise of deepfake technologies and CGI enhancements. Some argue that it's revolutionizing filmmaking, allowing for more creativity and technical precision. Others believe it's a harbinger of a dystopian future where machines replace human talent. Take The Brutalist, a film that used AI to tweak actor performances for perfection. At first glance, it seems like a great innovation, but what happens when AI starts altering emotions, nuances, and the very essence of a performance? Are we still seeing the actor's raw talent, or is it simply the machine's idea of what is best? And it doesn't stop there. In Emilia Perez, the blending of Carla Sofia Gascon's voice with French pop star Camilla's vocals raised major questions about the authenticity of the performances. Critics argue that it's a slippery slope. If AI can replicate voices, why not actors themselves? the question becomes, where does human artistry end and artificial manipulation begin? Deepfakes and AI-generated characters threaten to completely overhaul the industry. Imagine a world where entire movies are made with digital actors who don't need to sleep, who don't need to eat or take breaks. While this might seem like a filmmaker's dream, it raises an ethical dilemma. Are we erasing jobs? Are we replacing real people with algorithms that don't experience the world that they're portraying? The Oscars have long been the ultimate goal for filmmakers, but in recent years, their focus on diversity and inclusivity has raised more questions than answers. Despite efforts to increase representation, the Academy's actions have often been criticized as performative activism. Instead of addressing the root causes of occlusion, they've focused on symbolic gestures. The Oscars So White controversy of 2015 sparked change, leading to the creation of diversity quotas. But are these quotas really helping to reshape the industry, or are they just pandering to public pressure? The recent wins of films like Parasite and Everything Everywhere All at Once are seen as progress, but some argue they're more about marketing than meaningful representation. Moreover, the Oscars' desire to appear inclusive has led to moments of confusion and inconsistency. Celebrities and filmmakers now feel compelled to make speeches about social justice, even if their own actions don't align with these messages. The inconsistency breeds cynicism and doubt about the true motivations behind these awards. Hollywood is at a crossroads. The industry has been shaped by decades of inequality, tokenism, and superficial diversity efforts, but now it faces a new crisis. Technology is disrupting the very nature of storytelling, and the industry's attempt at progress is falling short. Whether it's AI, DEI, or diversity quotas, the reality is that Hollywood is struggling to find its true identity. So what's next for Hollywood? Will it continue down this path of self-doubt and empty gestures, or can it rediscover the magic that made it great? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let's start the conversation. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the truth behind the entertainment industry. Stay raw and stay exposed.